Hey y'all, I'm still outside. Raw Mama here, gonna bring it to you for real raw. So my kids still pray for that little boy up in Pulaski, whether you know him or not. Noah Thomas. His body was found in a septic tank. Nobody seems to know what happened. Some neglect charges was placed against his mom. My kids pray every night, justice for Noah, and I don't have the heart to tell them that justice was never really served for Noah. What made me think of it is as I was walking back in the house, there's this cover here. Rick just mowed and it's covered up. Sorry about that, but I'm just looking at it and I'm trying to lift it up with my boot here. I just can't imagine a kid finding his way into that and falling however X amount of feet down and pulling the cover back over herself. But I don't know how the social media thing works and how much you could say about people, but even if he wasn't directly killed, it takes a piss poor mother to lay up in there asleep. So much so that her kid went out and fell into a sewer and you didn't know it. Because, I mean, if he fell in a sewer, you would think he'd be screaming. And the sound of the sewer thing going back over. Because it just jumps over by itself and all that. But anyways, that was just something that always really hurt my heart. Because, well, if you know the story, you and I know that that just ain't realistic. And I just can't believe that anybody fell for that. But it's not our place to judge, it's God's. And I'm sure His judgment will be placed. And I don't know what else to say about that. God does forgive. Maybe they'll accept the Lord and repent for what they done. And join Noah in heaven one day. And I don't know, you know, it's a really hard situation. But to hear my kids still pray for justice for Noah, and I don't have the heart to say, hey, you know, but just, if you know somebody who's not the best parent, they're your friend, and maybe they fall asleep and leave their kids alone for hours, and they get cereal and stuff or something like that. It seems little, right? But what if that kid walks out the door and there's a dog next door or something? I mean, be real with your friends, you know, and tell them straight to their face. Hey, man, you need to quit doing that, you know. Or if it's bad enough, you let somebody else know, if you know what I'm saying. But, just, it doesn't have to be direct physical abuse. Just little neglectful things like that. Making them not have food because the parent wants to spend money on drugs. Stuff like that. Point those things out. Think about those kids. Think about if that was you. Think about if that was your kid. Think about if that was your grandkid. And think about accidents can happen. This thing right here, it ain't coming up. So you tell me how a little boy picked that up, got himself down there and put it back over top of himself. Or even if you stood on it, as I am here, shaking, jumping, and ain't going nowhere. So just thought for the day. Be blessed.